So we're not going to waste any time. Most of you know exactly who I am. If you don't, I'm the teacher that has gone viral for sparking controversy around the world because I let my students take out my hair. So we're just going to go ahead and address some of the things that I've been seeing on social media.
Hey y'all, welcome into my channel. I'm the Bookish Capricorn, and today I want to talk about an enormously viral, very controversial story out of Prince George County, Maryland, where a middle school science teacher has amassed millions of views on TikTok for recording his minor female students unbraiding his hair inside of a classroom. His name is Marquis White. The original video of his students unbraiding his hair has over 8 million views, over 20,000 comments, and it's still public on Marquis's TikTok. After facing backlash for this video, Marquis decided to stir the pot by reposting the video and adding some new commentary justifying his actions.
Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing and people were just making it weird. So of course I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair out and they all agreed. Number two, this was at the end of class. This week we were doing STEM fair presentations. Since it was Friday and all of my students did an excellent job on their STEM fair projects and presentations, I told them if we get one solid presentation in this class, I'll end class a little early and they can have fun and play basketball, darts, or be on their phones or whatever. And during that time, my team would help me take my hair out. A couple of these were students from my class, but others were students from other classes. I would offer them a pass at the beginning of the class period, requesting their assistance 10 minutes before dismissal. I told the teachers only send them if all of their work was completed and they had good behavior. They all met the criteria, so 10 minutes before dismissal, they showed up for their job. My next point I'd like to make is if I was a female teacher, those people wouldn't be in the comments saying, oh, this is weird, this is inappropriate. Because me personally, I don't think there's anything weird about this. People saying, oh, that's too intimate. To me, it's literally just hair. It doesn't have to be weird. Some people have never had cool teachers, and it shows. I personally believe that building authentic relationships with students is paramount in being an effective teacher. I make sure my students know and can feel that I care about them.
I took the time to edit this video before sharing it to help protect the privacy of the minors in the video. While I was doing research for this video, I used the clearly visible school logo on Marquis's shirt to find the name of the school on Google. It took me seconds to find their website, which of course shows their address, their phone number. So obviously, if I can do that, anyone can. I think one of the most disturbing things about this situation is how exposed these children are from this video being posted online. Millions of people all over the country, let alone in their city, have seen these girls' faces, and they could easily find them and identify where they go to school, which is a huge safety concern. Because so many people have seen this video, there is a lot of discourse online surrounding Marquis's actions. A lot of people see nothing wrong with his behavior in the video, or the optics of 4 little girls playing in a grown man's hair. People are praising him for finding unique ways to connect with his students, who he refers to as his besties. In the comments on TikTok, you see people claiming to be social workers co-signing him. You also have women shooting their shot at him in the comments, which is just so embarrassing for them. There are some people calling Marquis out for purposely stirring up controversy and overstepping professional boundaries in a classroom setting. Prince George County's policies for student-teacher behavior was pretty easy to find on their school website, but I'm not sure if Marquis read them or understands them. Posting pictures or videos of students on social media is not permitted in Prince George County schools unless the student is a blood relative of the employee. So unless Marquis is related to any of the students, unless he received written authorization from their parents to show their faces online, he's in a direct violation of his code of conduct. And I do want to clarify that Marquis has not been fired like a lot of people are reporting. He has been reassigned while an investigation is being completed. While hair braiding or personal grooming isn't explicitly listed under inappropriate touching, PG County expects its employees to maintain appropriate boundaries with students, and it does explain that appropriate touching would be considered things like gentle pats on the back, handshakes, high fives, and hand holding for younger students. It's also important to note that students and teachers should only be communicating outside of school using the approved channels of communication by the school. So basically what this means is that students should not be exchanging their personal phone numbers with their teachers or vice versa unless there is a supervisor approving that. After receiving a lot of support and a lot of backlash, including being reassigned from his teaching role, whatever that means, Marquis decided to put the spotlight completely on himself and issued a tearful response where he read supportive messages from his besties, encouraging him during his difficult time. I honestly question if these messages are real at this point, but anyway, he gave this update in the midst of the controversy.
Mixed all the controversy that has come from this video that I posted, I wanted to come on here and read some of the messages that my students are sending me during some of the messages that they've been sending me. During this time. Hey, bestie. I really hope that you see this message. How are you? I hope that you're okay. Our class misses you so much, and we really want you to know that we love you and we miss you so much and can't wait for you to come back. I can't believe that taking somebody's hair out is such a big deal, and it makes me so mad that people make little things big things. I want you to know that the class and others got your back, and we will always stand behind you and out for you no matter what happens. We got you. Again, we miss you and we love you so much, and can't wait for you to come back. I wish that this never happened because it feels like we're losing you.
After a half-assed attempt to garner sympathy for his extremely inappropriate behavior with his students that put multiple children in danger, Marquis has tapped into full podcast mode, and he's been making a series of updates on his situation by responding to comments on the original video and wondering why other teachers are allowed to be touched by their students while he's being punished. After doubling down repeatedly on his behavior, Marquis has since decided to admit that his actions were inappropriate, but only by society standards, because he is a self-proclaimed eclectic, unprofessional, cool teacher.
Some people hate you because of the way other people love you. Some people, and for the people in the back, be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. This video, I agree, it was unprofessional. I'm not negating that. Me getting my hair unbraided at the school, at my place of employment, yes, that was highly unprofessional. I get that. I'm not arguing with that. But I am what you call a unprofessional in some ways, unprofessional, eclectic, unconventional teacher. A lot of the things that I do can be viewed by some people as being unprofessional. Like going to school, I have no problem wearing a short sleeve shirt. I'm tatted up. I got tats on my neck, tats on my arms, tats on my leg, but this doesn't stop me from, okay, if I want to rock some shorts, or if I want to wear my, my arms out, or not wear a turtleneck, like I can do these things because they don't affect my efficacy as a teacher. Something is considered inappropriate when it doesn't align with accepted social norms, standards, or expectations. Was this inappropriate? I can agree with that. As far as this definition is concerned, I can agree that this was not only unprofessional, but this is also inappropriate. Because what I do as a teacher, what you saw in that video, it goes against a lot of standards and just social and societal norms and expectations. It does do that. But again, I'm an eclectic, unconventional, and in some ways unprofessional teacher. And it works. It works for me. And that's going to be, we're going to unpack that a little bit more because people are like, whoa, I bet his kids are failing. Yeah, this is all part of the series of me making a lot of people look ignorant and foolish and embarrassing these people online. People that have just said everything under the sun except for what's actually the truth. So
right after seemingly taking responsibility for his actions, Marquis jumps right back into his unhinged behavior in another post, this time blaming his community, meaning other Black people, for him being suspended. And he also explained that being too good looking was his downfall.
I was attacked by my own community for the most part. Anyway, I firmly believe that I was attacked because I'm a young, handsome Black man. People who watched this video and thought anything weird or anything suggestive saw me, was attracted to me. I got tattoos, I got an attractive energy, attractive aura. You could sense that through the video. And since you could sense that attractiveness, or since you were attracted to me, you projected your own thoughts and ideologies and traumas and experiences onto me and my children. And that is a hill I'm willing to die on 1,000% of the time. What else could it be?
This is one of the ashiest men I have ever seen. His attitude is ashy. His behaviors are ashy. He is completely unwilling to accept responsibility for things that he's done. Instead, he'd rather come online and say that he's being attacked by Black people and say that Black people are attacking him because he is so handsome and because he is also Black and because he has tattoos that look like emojis. He truly believes in his mind that he is just so damn fine that people have just randomly come to his page to try to get him fired. It's very important that people understand that a school is an example of an institution. So by definition, an institution is an establishment or an organization that has specific rules or guidelines that may not apply outside of that institution. So behavior that's appropriate outside of a school is not necessarily appropriate inside of a school. And regardless of how outside society may look at that behavior, a school is truly its own society. So in order to keep children safe, which should be the number one priority at a school, rules have to be made and they do have to be followed to achieve that goal. The school to podcast pipeline is 100% real. Marquis White is not a victim. He's an opportunist. He's admitted to using this controversy to attract followers and boost his social media career.
Oh, he got the microphone in the headphone. I've been a content creator before I was a teacher. My followers have more than doubled in a matter of 4 days. I have almost 50K followers on Instagram a few days ago. I'm at 123,000. These are people. This is further aligning me with my target audience. Going back to that quote, people will throw stones at you. Don't throw them back. Collect them all and build an empire. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Y'all gave the right person the spotlight. This was perfect. I was a content creator before this. I've been doing this. I've been making teacher content. I've been on this. Some of y'all just new to this neck of the woods, but I mean, that's okay. Welcome. I hope you enjoy the show, especially now because it just got even more juicier.
Marquis White simply wants to be a content creator, and he's perfectly fine with achieving that goal by exploiting children. It's quite possible that he became a teacher to get famous from making school-related content. I hope that his school upholds their policies and punish him appropriately. After being confronted about clearly inappropriate behavior with students, he doubled down on that behavior and called anyone that didn't agree with him a hater. This really shows his lack of maturity, and it tells us a lot about his character as a man. Children lack the emotional maturity and life experience to recognize when people are taking advantage of them, or if they're being groomed by an adult, which is why it's so important for parents to help them understand what that looks like. And this is exactly what that looks like. So while these little girls may feel secure with this man and trust him because he's their teacher, he used them for content for social media, violating their privacy, which shows that he does not have their best interest at heart. You can find news stories every day, almost every hour, about teachers having extremely inappropriate relations with students or abusing them. The teachers are beating the kids up, they're kissing them, they're sexting them. We have deranged social workers pretending to be high school students. Teachers are producing CP or sexual images of underage people. We have grown-ass men being in relationships with children at the school. A lack of physical and personal boundaries between students and teachers can introduce overly friendly behavior, like what we saw in Marquis's classroom, and that can quickly turn into inappropriate sexual behavior. There are so many deranged, emotionally stunted, sick people in this world who take jobs in schools just to be close to children, and they don't wear signs on their foreheads. Setting up a camera and having a bunch of middle school girls taking out your hair and then posting it on TikTok is attention-seeking behavior. It's clown behavior. All these emoji tattoos on your body is clown behavior. Trying so hard to be a self-proclaimed cool teacher at the expense of your job is clown behavior. And using this situation for clout is clown behavior. And not to mention pretending to cry on TikTok while reading pretend messages from your children, and then turning around and saying that Black people are the reason why you've been suspended, and that just being fine is the reason why you're here right now, is major clown behavior. That's the whole circus behavior. There is nothing academic about this video. There are so many other ways to bond with your students and build relationships with them that don't involve touching each other. I think a lot of people forget that we share the internet with everyone. Predators are not going to announce themselves online, and not every predator is on a registry. A lot of them are teachers and school staff that work with your kids every day, but they are also all over the internet and they see everything that you post online, including your kids. When teachers or parents overexpose children online, they take away their right to privacy and, most importantly, their safety. Stop filming people's kids and putting them online. That's it. That's the message. This story has a lot of people divided. I know that there are a lot of amazing teachers out there. He is more invested in his podcast career than he is in understanding why he's been suspended and why people might be upset by the things that he did. He doesn't see anything wrong with his behavior. He's actually trying to capitalize off of it. A lot of people are claiming to still stand with Marquis, even though he's admitted he was inappropriate with his students. But a lot of people are actually calling him out for being so disingenuous and trying to launch a YouTube career after failing miserably as a teacher. I think the biggest takeaway from this story is how a lot of adults in trusted positions really don't care about kids. They really don't care about being great role models or keeping kids safe. It seems like being online and gaining followers is more important than protecting the privacy of children, protecting their image. You have teachers and people that are supposed to enforce rules and teach kids how to follow rules, doing everything they can to break the rules. Let me know what you thought about this story in the comments below. Do you think Marquis is being accountable for himself? Do you think he should be fired from his job? If you like this video, please share it and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.